腕が安いもんだ。腕の一本ぐらい。無事でよかった。
One of the messages that Shanks passed on to Luffy after sacrificing his arm to a Sea King was precisely to show that no matter how brave Luffy was, if he wanted to become a great pirate, Luffy should understand that the sea was not an amusement park. But now that Luffy has reached Year 5, where Luffy has become completely fearless, and according to Luffy himself, this is the form where he is most free, will he not have his faith shaken again? Will Luffy no longer be afraid of any enemy, regardless of the level of power that this opponent has? And if that opponent is Shanks himself, what would be Luffy's reaction to having to face such an opponent? Well, we're going to analyze all this in today's video.
お前なんかが海賊になれるか。
この一味にも負けない仲間を集めて地の財宝を見つけて海賊王になってやる。
俺たちを超えるのか。この帽子をお前に預ける。
Hey my dear pirates. You are on channel Straw Hat's One Piece Theories. And in today's video we're going to talk about our dear Luffy and what his reaction would be when facing the biggest enemies that this final journey of One Piece can provide for him and his crew. So if you want to be a pirate king like me and achieve eternal glory, go ahead and press the like button with all the power of your devil fruit. And if you're new here my dear pirate, already subscribe to the channel and don't forget to activate the notifications bell so you don't miss any new video, okay? Then join this crew that will dominate the entire Grand Line and the New World. Now without further ado, let's get to this epic video. And well, we know how brave Luffy is. Since the beginning of his journey, we've seen how the Straw Hat Captain was always willing to face the biggest and worst kinds of dangers possible if it was to help one of his nakama. And this is even more evident in the recent Wano arc where we saw Luffy attack Kaido even though he knew that Bean was considered the strongest person in the world. To defeat Kaido, Luffy had to face him several times, and even though he was defeated he always got up, prepared himself and faced the monstrous Kaido of the 100 Beasts again. So, after having faced and defeated someone so dangerous and powerful, it's almost impossible to imagine that Luffy will feel fear again like he felt when facing the pacifistas or when he saw how insignificant he was in the face of Whitebeard's powers in Marineford. But is this an absolute truth? Will Luffy ever feel fear again? Well, my dear pirates, I believe that yes, Luffy will feel fear and dread again, for what lies ahead is much more powerful and horrifying than he ever imagined. First, because we have to remember the frame where Oda emphasizes that something big will happen in Egghead the next morning. That is, something very serious, a surprising defeat, or who knows, an impactful death could happen after a great battle that is about to happen in Egghead. In a past video I mentioned how the fact that Law and Kid were easily defeated after leading Wano Country as the true champions alongside Luffy made me very happy. It indicated that the level of danger would increase and that even Luffy could be defeated, something I was already finding to be impossible because of Gear 5. And now that the Gorosei and Im-sama are revealing their powers along with the reveal of the Holy Knights, this certainly brings a very high level of concern to what can happen in Egghead in the next chapters, and maybe that frame where Oda emphasized that something great will happen is about that. Luffy could be defeated by Saturn along with Kizaru, Im-sama, and the Holy Knights could appear, or who knows, someone important to Luffy could die in the morning of that day after the battle in Egghead. But of course we can't forget to mention Shanks. Although Shanks is not an enemy of Luffy and his crew, at least that's what everyone expects, as there is a theory that he is in fact a villain. Still, there are many people who want to see a clash between the Red Hair Pirates and the Straw Hat Pirates. And this was even more evident after Shanks said that it was about time for him and his crew to go get One Piece. This statement is really strange as it would put Luffy's gang and Shanks' gang in direct conflict. Of course, we have to remember that Shanks' speech was completely up in the air and could have several meanings, but if Shanks' idea is to get One Piece, he will have to face Luffy at some point, and that would be scary for Luffy. Yes, he might be excited to face Shanks, since Luffy wants to surpass him one day, but Shanks is at a completely different level of power than anything we've seen so far. With his Haki, he could simply undo Luffy's Gear 5 transformation just like he did with Aramaki. And this could indeed terrify Luffy, since his greatest asset would be ineffective against Shanks, who is considered the observation Haki killer. And if Luffy doesn't fear something monstrous like someone with a title like that, I really don't know what else could scare the captain of the Straw Hats. But now I want to know your opinion about everything we commented here today. Will Luffy feel fear again, or will he already reach such an absurd level of power that fear is no longer a feeling that can affect our dear captain of the Straw Hats? But of course, if you made it this far, it's because you like the content, so it doesn't hurt to subscribe to our channel and become one more member of our fleet, my dear sailor. And of course, do not forget to press the like button, that helps a lot in spreading the video and the channel, so help us to become the largest fleet of pirates here on YouTube, okay? A big hug for everyone. And until the next video.